What is the latest CFS research telling us? Recent research into myalgic encephalomyelitis and chronic fatigue syndrome is shedding new light on what might be happening inside the body of those affected. While we still don't have a definitive cause or FDA-approved treatments, scientists are making important progress. One exciting area involves genetics. A large study analyzing over 15,000 people with ME/CFS found regions in the genome that could be linked to the condition. Some of these regions involve genes related to immune responses to infections, which supports the idea that ME/CFS is a biological disorder, not just psychological. This genetic information helps guide future research but doesn't yet lead to diagnostic tests or cures. Another key development involves the gut microbiome, the community of microbes living in our digestive system. Using artificial intelligence, researchers have found that people with ME/CFS often have imbalances in their gut bacteria and lower levels of a beneficial fatty acid called butyrate. These changes are associated with immune system activation and altered metabolism. The immune cells involved in gut health also show signs of increased inflammation, which might make symptoms worse over time. These findings suggest that the gut-immune metabolism connection plays a significant role in ME/CFS and could eventually lead to personalized treatments like dietary adjustments, although these are still experimental. Scientists are also working on identifying biomarkers, biological signs, that could help diagnose ME/CFS more reliably. Recent studies using AI to analyze stool, blood, and lab tests have achieved about 90% accuracy in distinguishing ME/CFS patients from healthy people. This is promising because currently diagnosis depends heavily on ruling out other conditions and assessing symptoms. Developing validated biomarkers could make diagnosis faster and more precise, improving patient care, but more research is needed before these tests become routine. The overlap between ME/CFS and long COVID is another area of intense interest. Both conditions share symptoms like post-exertional malaise, where symptoms worsen after physical or mental activity, and they show similar biological disruptions. Patient reports indicate that therapies effective for one often help the other, which hints at common underlying mechanisms. This connection is encouraging because it means research into long COVID might also benefit ME/CFS and vice versa, potentially speeding up the discovery of effective treatments. On a molecular level, recent studies have looked at proteins involved in energy production and inflammation after exercise in men with ME/CFS. These findings suggest that disruptions in energy metabolism and immune response could be behind symptoms like fatigue and PEM. While still early, these insights point toward potential targets for future therapies aimed at improving energy recovery and reducing symptoms, but they requiring much more investigation before they can be applied clinically. Supportive infrastructure is also growing. Researchers now have access to biobanks, large collections of blood samples and data from hundreds of ME/CFS patients. These resources allow for more comprehensive studies, especially those tracking changes over time. Collaborative efforts among scientists, patients, and advocacy groups are helping to accelerate progress and bring new discoveries closer to clinical use. Overall, the latest research is painting a picture of ME/CFS as a complex biomedical illness involving genetics, immune dysfunction, and microbiome disturbances. While we are not yet at the point of having a simple test or a cure, advances in genetic analysis, artificial intelligence, and patient-reported data are paving the way for more accurate diagnosis and personalized treatments in the future. The strong connection with long COVID is also opening new avenues for understanding and managing these conditions. If you or someone you know is affected, staying informed about ongoing research and working closely with healthcare professionals remains the best approach. Remember, individual experiences vary, and personalized medical advice is essential for managing this complex condition.